Hey there, this is Alula LV. Thanks for joining me in another video, or if you're new here, welcome. Today's all about what's new for February at our favorite maison, Louis Vuitton. This video will mostly look at the women's releases. However, we will take a quick look at men's Taigarama, which I've just noticed I've misspelled. And for all the ladies watching, do not sleep on the men's new releases because there are some great pieces over in the men's side. But like I said, for the majority of the video, we will be focusing on all the women's new releases coming in February, mostly the first half of February. We're going to look at new bags such as the Lock and Walk, new high-end bags such as these exotics. There's also a lot of twists, cousins, capucines coming out. And we will also take a look at the fashion jewelry because there's a lot of really great pieces coming in February and March. Now, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with the new colors for men's Taigarama. This will be launching in mid-February and we will be getting 3 new colors as seen here. Let's take a closer look. We have agave blue, tangerine, and cactus green. These are the 3 main new colors that are launching in February. Let's go color by color and we'll take a look at each one. Here are the pieces coming in agave blue. I've been able to confirm that these pieces are coming. There may be a couple more that I've missed, but we will be getting all of these pieces in agave blue. Let's take a closer look at some of these. I've included photos along with the item IDs and euro prices. I'm only including the euro prices here because I didn't have USD pricing for every single item. So we're not going to go in depth into all these items, but we'll just take a look at what's coming in agave blue. If you're not familiar with the Taigarama range, this is a men's collection and it's a combination of taiga cowhide leather, that's the plain colored parts, and the part where you see the monogram print, that is the coated monogram canvas. So it's a really beautiful combination of leather and canvas. These are the SLGs that we will be seeing in agave blue. There's the most new pieces in blue. Let's take a look now what's coming in cactus green. There's not quite as much coming in cactus green. This is everything that I've seen confirmed so far. So let's take a look at these pieces in more depth. I don't have photos and info for all of these pieces, but I do have most of them. So let's take a look here. These are the main bags that we'll be seeing in cactus green. Some of these bags, like the Duo Sling bag and the Alpha Messenger, we just saw were also available in blue, but not every bag will be available in every color. So you'll have to take a look at which pieces are being offered in which colors. I also want to quickly note, because it's not obvious here, but the interior lining color for the bags is just plain black. It's not a green interior lining. I don't think I showed any photos showing the interior, so I just wanted to clarify that really quickly. These are the last 2 pieces I have to show you in green, the card holder necklace and the dop kit. Now let's move on to tangerine. This is that really bright, bold orange. If you watched my previous video on what's trending in 2024, you will know that these bright, bold colors are in this year. Unfortunately for tangerine, this has the fewest number of new items available in this colorway. Let's take a really quick look at them. We do have the Keep All 25, which is always super popular. This will be available in orange. We also have the Moon Crossbody. It is possible we may see a couple other bags in this colorway when the collection launches, but those were the only 2 that I've seen so far. We do have several small leather goods available in this colorway though, and I will show those all here. This is the only men's collection I'm covering in this video, but if you're not familiar with the men's new releases, I would recommend head over to the Louis Vuitton website and check it out because they have some really great pieces over there. Let's move over now to the women's new releases, starting with a couple new designs, including the Lock and Walk. I previewed these in a prior video that I have linked here, but I do have some new information to add for this video. Here's a new bucket bag that's coming to the Lock Me range. This is called the Lock and Walk, and it's coming in 3 different colors: cognac, noir, and quartz. The quartz is apparently exactly the same as the cognac and noir. I thought it might have been a little bit different in my previous video. What I do have that's new here is the dimensions. This bag is approximately 8 by 8 by 5 inches. And to compare that to another bag that you may be more familiar with, this is almost exactly the same size as the Neo Noe BB. However, this bag is different in terms of the interior. We see a large open interior with a small slip pocket in the back. There is also a pocket on the exterior of the bag, as you can see where the LV clasp is. Another new style launching in February is called the Hand It All, and this is coming in 2 different sizes, PM and MM. Let's take a look at the PM size first. This will be coming in 2 different colors in the PM size, Gallet and Cream. This is also in Mahina leather, which is typically very expensive. This will be priced at $4,350. Here's a closer look at the PM size. You can see that inverted W shape on the top of the bag. It's pretty unique. It's really different than anything else Louis Vuitton offers right now. Here's a look at the MM size. This will be available in 2 different colors: Gallet, which we just saw previously in the PM size, as well as Noir. Here are the PM and MM sizes side by side. I've also included the dimensions in inches. These are quite big bags. The MM size is pretty big, although I do think the shape of this bag works a little bit better in the MM size. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's a few other Mahina leather bags launching in February, so let's take a look at those now. These are the bags in reverse Mahina. Typically with the Mahina leather, the monogram pattern is perforated into the leather. However, with the reverse Mahina, the monogram pattern is solid and the rest of the surrounding leather is perforated. We have a few bags coming in this new colorway / material. We have the Bella as pictured here. This has a really beautiful pale green interior color. I love the combination of the quartz and green. Other bags we will be getting in this colorway are the Carmel and the Blossom PM tote. These bags, I don't have photos in the current colorway, so I've just swatched it in front of the styles of the bags shown here. I hope that makes sense. There are also a few small leather goods coming in this reverse Mahina. However, these are Asia exclusives. One source said Japan, another source said China, but either way, these will be Asia exclusive items, so you will have to buy them in Asia. They won't be available in the rest of the worldwide boutiques. Moving on now to the twist, we will be getting a few new iterations of this iconic Louis Vuitton bag launching throughout the month. Let's take a look at the ones launching on February 2nd. This is called Twist My Heart, and this is coming in the Twist PM size with a really cute heart-shaped hook in the middle of the leather strap. This is coming in 3 different colors: matcha, candy blue, and beige. Here's a closer look at the twist lock on this bag. It has the nanogram print etched into the lock. It's a really cute detail that I love on this bag. Here's a closer look at the heart lock on the strap. It does look like the heart lock has an opening mechanism, so you could potentially open it up and I assume remove the heart from the strap, but I'm not really sure how you would then attach the rest of the strap to the bag. But it looks like you can open it and change it around if you so desire. Here's the inside of the bag. It's your typical twist PM. I just wanted to show the interior colors for everyone looking at this bag. Another twist coming at the end of the month is the Twist West. This is a new elongated east-west style of the twist bag. I have covered this style in previous videos. I will link to those in the description box below. Let's take a closer look at the details of this bag. This has a beautiful crystal twist lock. I love that the sizes of the crystals vary throughout the lock. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm sure it's just going to sparkle wonderfully in person. There are 2 strap options on this bag. The leather strap can be removed, but apparently the chain strap is not removable. I've also included the dimensions here since this is a relatively new shape for the twist. Finally, I wanted to note that this will be coming with a matching card holder. This beige epi leather, I do want to note because it's a little hard to tell in the photos. This is electric epi leather, which is basically epi with a high shine finish. So it has almost a patent leather appearance to it. There's a few more pieces coming in this electric epi next month, so let's take a really quick look at those now. These are part of the Ramadan capsule. The Ramadan capsule is typically exclusive to the Middle East and Southeast Asia only. However, I did hear a rumor that it may be available worldwide this year, so if you're interested in any of these pieces, definitely reach out to your local store or client advisor. Here is the Alma BB and the Clooney Mini, both of which will be coming in electric epi leather in the color beige. A few other pieces coming in beige include the Nano Capucine and the Capucine BB. These aren't epi leather, these are the standard Torion leather. The Nano has a beautiful crystal flower crown around the top edge of the bag, and the BB size has this gorgeous python accent around the handle and the flap of the bag. This is in the color pink gold. We will be seeing more full exotics in python pink gold, so keep watching for those. Another color featured heavily in the Ramadan capsule is this gorgeous deep burgundy. This is in the Capucine Mini, again with that crystal flower crown, and this has the matching Capucine X Small wallet. Also in that beautiful dark burgundy, we have a couple pieces in vernis patent leather, the Cousin BB, as well as the Loop PM. Finally, in more electric epi leather, we have the Nano Alma, the Clooney Mini, and the Twist West. Again, these are in this beautiful deep burgundy color in electric epi. Just in time for Valentine's Day this year, launching on February 2nd, we have some new Capucines launching in a very romantic new version. Let's take a look at them now. This is called the Capucine Love Lock, and it's coming in 3 different sizes. Here we see the Nano Capucine in blue and quartz. We also have the Mini Capucine in a beautiful pink colorway. Here's a closer look at both of them, and this is called the Love Lock Capucine because on the braided chain handle, you can see some locks, keys, and I believe there's hearts on the chain as well. It's very beautiful. In the larger BB size, we have 2 different colors available, a beautiful pale green and beige, along with a black. And again, here's a closer look at the green colorway. This is in the color Jade. So this is the Capucine Love Lock launching on February 2nd. Launching later this month, we have the Capucine Mini, and this is called Jewel Lily, I believe. This is coming in two colors, noir and quartz. Here's a closer look at that beautiful flower detail handle. There's a beautiful gold 3D monogram flower in the handle, and there's a 3D gold LV logo. This is different than the logo you typically see on the Capucine. Here on the left in the permanent collection, it's usually partially covered with leather. On the Jewel Lily Capucine, the LV logo is front and center, a beautiful 3D gold version of the logo. Here we can see the Jewel Lily Capucine in motion, and it is quite an eye-catching piece. Let me know what you think of these new Capucines. I think they're quite pretty. Let's move on now to new exotics. These are all launching on or around February 2nd. Again, we'll see a lot more Capucines in this section of the video as well. Let's start off with the ostrich leather. This is in a beautiful pale pink. We have three different bags coming: the Capucine Mini, the Rose Devant Mini, as well as the City Steamer Mini. Another colorway coming is called the Petrol Capsule, and this is in Karung leather, which is a beautiful water snake leather. I've seen this on exotic pieces and it is stunning. This capsule will include the Capucine Mini only in three different colorways: blue, pink, and lime. Next up, we have the Python in the color pink gold. This was teased a little earlier in the video in the Ramadan capsule section. This is coming in full Python in both the Capucine Mini and the Rose Devant Mini. Moving on to the crocodile leathers, there is the Sahara Blue Celeste. This is really stunning in the Capucine Mini, the Petite Mall Capitale, and the City Steamer Mini. These all have silver hardware, which complements this blue and gray colorway so well. These are beautiful. Let me know in the comments if you like any of these exotics so far. The last colorway I have to show you is again in crocodile leather, and this is called Mocha Gold. This will be coming in both the Capucine Mini and the Petite Mall. Let's move on now, but we are not getting away from the Capucines. There is a Capucine Nano trunk set coming. This will include 4 exotic Capucines, of course, in a custom trunk. The Capucines will include crocodile, lizard, ostrich, and mink. I mean, I cannot think of anything more extravagant than this Capucine trunk. And in case you missed the price, I will say it for you again. This is 90,000 euro. I don't have the USD pricing, but for sure, this would be more than $100,000. If you can't quite afford the 4 Nano Capucine trunk, you can get an individual Nano Capucine trunk for a steal, only 16,000 euro. This comes with a singular Nano Capucine, fully hand embroidered, with its own custom hand-painted trunk. This is still absolutely beautiful. I love the embroidery and the beadwork on these pieces. You can see here that the beadwork does wrap around the sides of the bag, and the back of the bag is plain. This comes in 2 other colors, pink and green. The green, unfortunately, is another Asia exclusive, so the green colorway will not be sold outside of Asia. Moving on to more affordable options, we have a surprise in the Colormania line, a Nano Alma launching on February 7th. This is quite the surprise because Colormania launched back in November of 2023, and I think we all thought everything of the collection was released. However, there's a Nano Alma coming in February, has a different color leather trim. with the matching color strap and a matching color interior. I absolutely love this. I wish it was in the BB size and not the nano size. As cute as the nano size is, it's just way too small for me. This will be priced at $1,760 and will be coming in 5 different colorways. Purple, as we just saw, orange, as pictured here, as well as green, yellow, and pink. Here are those 3 other colors on screen. I really love this. Let me know if you'll be buying this. I would totally be buying it if it was only in the BB size, but let's move on. Another surprise that we have coming is additions to the Milky Way capsule. These are pieces from the Milky Way capsule that launched in January, so they're already available in stores, but there's a few more additional pieces coming in February. Let's see what they are. Louis Vuitton is adding a Capucines to the Milky Way capsule. 2 sizes, 2 colors. We have the Capucines PM in pink, and this is a shimmery iridescent pink. It looks gorgeous. It does have the enamel inlay in the chain strap. However, the iridescent pink is just on the front and the back of the bag. The sides are plain leather. The other size and color is the Capucines BB, and this is in a shimmery iridescent blue. This bag has a contrasting pink interior, and like we saw in the pink version, this has enamel inlay in the chain strap as well. However, this does have full blue leather around the sides of the bag too. Another piece being added to the Milky Way capsule is this carte flora. This is a new card holder. There's card slots on the front and back with a zip compartment in the middle, and the zipper pull has this beautiful LV logo and flower charm on it. This is in the color Chamala, which is an apricot color. That's part of the Milky Way capsule. This other color, Noir, will be permanent, so this is a new permanent piece, the carte flora in Noir. Let's move on from leather goods to fashion jewelry. I don't always include fashion jewelry in my videos, but there's a lot of really pretty pieces coming out. These have actually already launched. They're both called the LV Iconic Ring. I think these are gorgeous. There's a whole series of gold rings coming out, all with the flower motif and the LV logo. Some of them have crystals and some have pearls. I love these crystal rings, especially the cocktail style Louisa rings. I think those are so much fun. I also like the double row iconic ring. Here are some simpler pieces coming out. I personally really love the 2 rings on the left side of the screen. We do have a Louisa pearl ring, and pieces that are launching at the end of February is this range here. This is the, I believe it's called the Louise or the Louisa signature range. And these all include the LV logo with pearls. I think these are really beautiful. Again, these 4 pieces should be launching at the end of February. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a small thing that actually does help out my channel a lot. I hope you come back every Friday for new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.